All right, welcome back to another episode. The next episode of The Film Cave, starring Steve.
Casey.
Now we're going to talk about what's in theaters this week and what you should go see, because we know.
We have a pretty good idea.
We know what you should go see.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Okay,
Cool.
so the big one in theaters this weekend is Ant-Man.
Yes.
Need I say more? No, I do
Need
not.
I say more?
No, I do not.
It's a man, he turns into an ant.
Right? But the problem is, or the questions I have are, what do you tell me what happened to Edgar Wright, the first director of this movie, up until about like a month or two, no, like 2 months ago, when he backed out because he couldn't do it.
Well, I think because Marvel has such a like a cookie cutter form of how they want their movies to go in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm. Which has worked so far.
Right.
Okay.
Which has worked so far.
Okay.
And they've gotten along with most of their directors, but not all
There's
of them.
been some of them
Even
who-
Joss Whedon has had issues
Right.
recently with the second Avengers movie, and they want things done a specific way. They clashed big time with Edgar Wright's vision for Ant-Man, and it was enough for him to leave the project.
Which is
But interestingly enough,
sad.
Edgar Wright, and co-writer Joe Cornish both kept their story credit and screenplay credit.
So that's good news.
Yeah.
That they still have
So
a
it's
lot of their ideas
Yes.
still are in the movie.
Right.
But the sad thing is he did leave. But I did also find out that he has been developing this since like 2003.
Oh yeah.
He brought it up to them
Very
in
long
2003, did a bunch of, cuts and did some stand-ins and that kind of stuff, and got them all ready, and then wrote the script, and then they had him ready to go, and then he had to leave. It was just too much for him. Couldn't do it. Couldn't work with him.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
So then they have a new director, which they
Right.
brought in.
Peyton
last
Reed.
minute. Peyton Reed. So I didn't know much about him, and then I looked him up, and these are his movies he did before this one. Yes Man with Jim Carrey. Bring It On. Yes, the cheerleader movie.
That's right.
The Breakup with Jennifer
Aniston.
and Vince Vaughn, which actually is pretty funny. Actually, it's kind of sad.
It's actually very sad.
Funny.
I didn't think it was
depressingly funny, kind of real breakup movie.
Yeah.
And then Down with Love with
Down with Love. Ewan McGregor.
Ewan, that's right.
And Renee Zellweger.
So he's done a lot of
he's
love
got the
stories
comedy
and the cheerleader movie. So when I was reading all this, I was laughing so hard because I was like, no, he doesn't have any kind of action background or that kind of stuff. So I'm a little afraid, but I'm still gonna go see it because it still has a good story, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, I've seen like a couple things on Twitter, and it says like by no means is it Marvel's best movie, but it is not terrible at all.
Okay.
And it's actually a really cool one to go see in 3D, which
okay.
would make
Well,
sense
that would make
with all
sense
the
with the
miniaturizing
shrinking
and
and stuff.
yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna try and check that one out, probably IMAX 3D or something like that. And then also adding to the screenwriters, Paul Rudd and Adam McKay, who did Anchorman.
There was like seven.
There's like a bunch
7
of writers,
credits.
which that can sometimes be like troublesome too,
Right.
or it look scary to the average dorky viewers.
I would. That scared me. I saw 7 different writers on it.
But yeah, so they Paul Rudd brought a lot of input and probably changed a few things around and with Adam McKay and their
So hopefully it has some good comedy,
but,
which this kind of movie needs, and then it has some good action, and then it kind of develops
Right.
into something bigger, which is what it kind of does. It's supposed to develop into the more movies and Avengers and Captain America and all that kind of stuff.
just building that.
Right. So
Yeah. I mean that's
good.
the big tentpole movie out this weekend.
Yeah.
Marvel, it should do pretty well, but kind of going head to head with Ant-Man is Trainwreck. So that's written by and
Amy.
stars Amy Schumer, the beautiful and hilarious Amy Schumer. and directed by Judd Apatow. So that's going to be hysterically funny, very adult. So leave the kids at home.
Well, if it's written by her,
Right?
Have you
Yeah,
ever seen any of her
written by
comedy,
her,
or even just like her
and directed
on
by
stage
Judd.
at all, right? Judd Apatow directed.
But and also stars Bill Hader, very very funny Bill Hader, and I hear LeBron James is supposed to be hysterical in it as well.
There's a bunch
plays
of
himself.
good cameos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looks funny. I don't. If you like her humor, I'm sure you'll love this movie. But she can get like really raunchy and that kind of stuff. So if you're totally into that, which what a rated R comedy usually is, then I think it'd be a good movie.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It should be. I think it'll contend with Ant-Man just because it's either like comic movie or raunchy comedy kind of stuff. So
I think it'll surprise. I don't know if Ant-Man is going to do as well as maybe
the typical
like they're kind of anticipating, but I don't know. Who knows? But Trainwreck could be like real close to them, or even I don't know if they'll beat it out, but
no, I don't think they'll beat them.
It'll
do
really well. It should do really well. Maybe be one of like the top highest grossing weekend movies or rated R movies or whatever.
Oh yeah, rated R comedies usually are kind of like studios are kind of shy of it because not many people can go see it, but I think they do actually really well in theaters.
Yeah,
the rated R comedies. All right, and what's the other one? The last one.
And then more of the on the independent side is Mr. Holmes, where Sir Ian McKellen plays a older retired Sherlock Holmes who's having trouble with his memories, but can't seem to shake an old case that went unsolved.
Okay.
So he's like brought back into.
It also stars Laura Linney.
Great Laura Linney.
And then it's also directed by Bill Condon.
Condon.
Mm-hmm. Condon. Who directed the Twilight Saga.
He's directed great movies too.
Right. But no, he's also directing the new Beauty and the Beast movie.
Yes.
So so that should be good if you want to go see something a little more independent.
They brought Bill Condon into Twilight to be like, can you make this look visually like amazing? And he still couldn't do it.
I didn't want to talk about that. I didn't want to discuss.
But he did like Dreamgirls and
Kinsey.
Kinsey with Laura Linney again and Liam Neeson, and what was the other one he did? Gods and Monsters with Ian McKellen, and I think he won an Academy Award for that actually.
There you go.
For screenwriting.
There you go. So he's not a bad director. He can do it.
Yeah, he can.
So if you want to see something more independent, go see that one.
Yeah.
If you're not into the big tentpole movies, go see that one.
Yeah. Support the local independent theaters.
That's right. Okay. So make your choice. We're gonna go see Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I think for sure.
We'll see Ant-Man, Trainwreck, and Mr. Holmes, all in one day.
Wow, that's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that. Anyways, don't forget to like us on Facebook and comment, and share the video.
Definitely like, and please share with all your friends. Tell everybody. Just who enjoy movies. I guess.
Enjoy movies and want to know what they should go see this weekend.
That's right.
If they're confused about what's coming out, or if they want to go see it, or what.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read as I'm talking.
I know.
All right, that's enough. What are you going to say? What's our last quote of the day?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
You are.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
You are, buddy.
Thanks.